One day, without warning, everything can change. Not slowly, not step by step, but all at once. The life you are living right now may feel normal, predictable, even boring. But beneath the surface, something is building. A shift is coming. And when it arrives, it will not ask if you are ready. It will simply happen. The question is, will you rise with it, or be left behind by it? Most people think success comes slowly. They believe change is always gradual. But the truth is very different. Life often moves in silence, and then suddenly, everything transforms. The person you are today is not the person you are becoming. Something bigger is waiting for you, but only if you prepare for it now. This is your moment to wake up. This is your moment to prepare. Because everything is about to change, all at once. Part 1. The silent build-up before the breakthrough. Change rarely announces itself. It doesn't knock on your door or send you a clear signal saying, "Get ready, your life is about to transform." Instead, it works quietly, almost invisibly, in the background of your daily life. While you are busy dealing with your routine, your responsibilities, and your struggles, something deeper is taking place. Every small effort you make, every difficult day you survive, every moment you choose discipline over comfort, none of these are wasted. Even when it feels like nothing is improving, you are actually building something powerful beneath the surface. These small actions are like bricks, slowly forming the foundation of a future you cannot yet see. Right now, you may feel stuck. You may feel like your progress is too slow or even non-existent. You might look at your life and think that nothing is changing, no matter how hard you try. But this feeling can be misleading. Just because you cannot see results immediately does not mean that nothing is happening. In fact, this phase, this quiet, slow, almost invisible phase, is where the real transformation begins. It is similar to water heating in a pot. For a long time, nothing seems to change. The water looks the same, calm and still. But underneath, the temperature is rising. Energy is building. And then, suddenly, it reaches a point where everything changes at once. It boils. Your life works the same way. You are gathering strength, learning lessons, and building resilience without even realizing the full impact of it yet. The struggles you face are shaping your character. The discipline you practice is strengthening your mind. The patience you develop is preparing you for something bigger. And when the right moment comes, all of this hidden work will reveal itself in a powerful way. So trust this silent phase. Do not rush it, and do not underestimate it. It may feel empty, but it is not. It is full of unseen growth, quiet preparation, and hidden progress. This is the stage where your breakthrough is being created. And when it finally arrives, it will feel sudden, but in reality, it was being built all along. Part 2. Why most people miss their moment. Opportunities don't wait for people who are unprepared. Life does not slow down to give you extra time when your moment arrives. It does not ask if you feel confident, ready, or comfortable. When change happens, it moves fast, and it rewards those who have already done the work in silence, not those who are still hoping, wishing, or waiting for the perfect time. The truth is simple but powerful. When your moment comes, you will not rise to the level of your dreams. You will fall to the level of your preparation. Most people miss their moment because they spend too much time in the wrong mindset. They complain about their situation instead of improving it. They wait for motivation instead of building discipline. They doubt themselves instead of developing belief. Day after day, they delay action, telling themselves they will start tomorrow, next week, or next month. But life does not work on their schedule. And when an opportunity finally appears, something they once dreamed of, it feels overwhelming. Their mind fills with fear. Their confidence disappears. They hesitate. And in that hesitation, the opportunity passes. It's not that they are not talented. It's not that they are not capable. It's simply that they are not ready. And readiness is everything. Because in moments of sudden change, there is no time to prepare. you must already be prepared. That is the difference between those who succeed and those who regret. One group acts with confidence because they have built themselves for that moment. The other group watches, wishing they had done more when they had the chance. But you are not here to live with regret. You are not here to be average or to miss the moments that could change your life. You are here to become the person who is ready before the opportunity even arrives. That means working on yourself when no one is watching. That means building skills, strengthening your mindset, and taking action even when results are not immediate. It means preparing in advance so when life suddenly opens a door, you don't hesitate, you step forward. Because when everything changes suddenly, preparation is not just helpful, it is the only thing that will save you and push you to the next level. Part 3. The power of mental readiness. Before your life changes on the outside, it must first change on the inside. Everything you see in your reality begins in your mind. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your habits, and your habits shape your future. That is why your mindset is your true foundation. If your mind is weak, full of doubt, fear, and negativity, then even if success comes to you, it will not stay for long. But if your mind is strong, focused, and prepared, then no matter how fast life changes, you will be able to handle it, grow with it, and turn it into something powerful. Most people ignore this inner work. They focus only on external results, money, success, recognition, but they forget that without mental readiness, those things can quickly disappear. A weak mindset creates hesitation, fear of failure, and the habit of giving up when things get difficult. That is why so many people lose opportunities even after getting them. They were not mentally prepared to hold what they received. This is why you must start training your thoughts every single day. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Begin by becoming aware of your inner voice. What do you say to yourself when things go wrong? Do you blame yourself, doubt your abilities, or assume the worst? Or do you encourage yourself, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward? The way you speak to yourself matters more than you realize. Replace doubt with belief. When your mind says, "I can't do this," train it to say, "I will find a way." Replace fear with action. Fear will always exist, but action is what breaks it. Speak to yourself like someone who is preparing to win, not someone who is expecting to fail. Build confidence through positive self-talk and consistent effort. Even on days when you feel uncertain, remind yourself that you are growing, improving, and getting closer to your breakthrough. This kind of mindset creates strength, resilience, and clarity. When your mind is ready, sudden change no longer feels scary or overwhelming. Instead, it becomes an opportunity, a moment you have been preparing for. While others panic and hesitate, you stay calm and focused. You move forward with confidence because you trust yourself. And that is the real power of mental readiness. It turns unexpected change into your greatest advantage, not your greatest fear. Part 4. Discipline. Your hidden weapon. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, full of energy, ready to take action, but other days you feel tired, distracted, and unmotivated. This is normal. The problem is, most people depend too much on motivation. They only work when they feel like it. They only take action when it feels easy. And because of that, they remain inconsistent, always starting, but never truly progressing. This is where discipline becomes your hidden weapon. Unlike motivation, discipline does not depend on feelings. It stays, even when your energy is low, even when your mood is not right, even when everything feels difficult. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. It is the decision to act with purpose, even in the absence of excitement. And this is exactly what prepares you for sudden success. Because when life changes quickly, you will not have time to fix your habits or build your routine. You will rely on what you have already trained yourself to do. So ask yourself honestly, if everything changed tomorrow, would your current habits support your growth? Or would they hold you back and destroy your chances? The truth is, discipline is built in the small, quiet moments of your life. It is built when you wake up early instead of pressing the snooze button. It is built when you choose to stay focused instead of getting distracted. It is built when you continue working, even when you don't feel like it, even when no one is watching, even when there is no immediate reward. These small decisions may not seem important in the moment, but over time, they create a powerful foundation. Every disciplined action is like a vote for the person you want to become. When you repeat these actions daily, they turn into habits, and those habits shape your identity. You become someone who is reliable, focused, and strong. Someone who does not wait for the perfect moment but creates it through consistent effort. One day, all those small actions, waking up early, staying consistent, pushing through resistance, will come together. And when they do, the results will not be slow or gradual. They will feel fast, almost sudden. That is the power of discipline. It works quietly, but when it shows results, it changes everything very quickly. Part 5. Becoming comfortable with the unknown. Sudden change often brings uncertainty, and uncertainty makes most people uncomfortable. It creates questions without answers, situations without clear direction, and challenges without guarantees. Naturally, the human mind wants safety, control, and predictability. It wants to know what will happen next. But life does not always work that way. In fact, the biggest opportunities, the greatest transformations, and the most powerful moments of growth often come wrapped in uncertainty. And this is why so many people miss them. They are too busy fearing the unknown instead of stepping into it. Most people see uncertainty as danger. When they cannot see the full path ahead, they hesitate, they overthink, they delay action, hoping for clarity that may never come. They wait for a perfect plan, a perfect moment, or a perfect feeling. But while they are waiting, life keeps moving. Opportunities pass. Growth slows down, and slowly, they fall behind, not because they are incapable, but because they are unwilling to move without certainty. But growth does not live in comfort. Growth lives in the unknown. It exists in the moments when you take a step forward without having all the answers. It appears when you face something new, something challenging, something that stretches your limits. The discomfort you feel in these moments is not a warning sign telling you to stop. It is a signal that you are expanding beyond your current self. It means you are stepping into a space where real change can happen. Instead of running away from uncertainty, you must learn to embrace it. Start seeing it as a necessary part of your journey, not something to avoid. Train your mind to stay calm even when things are unclear. Trust that you will figure things out as you move forward. You don't need to have everything planned perfectly. You just need the courage to take the next step. When everything changes suddenly, uncertainty will always be present. But those who are comfortable with it will not panic. They will adapt. They will stay focused. They will move with confidence, even in unfamiliar situations. And that is what separates leaders from followers. Leaders act despite uncertainty. Followers wait for certainty before acting. In the end, your ability to handle the unknown will determine how far you go in life. Because the future you want is not in what you already know, it is waiting for you in what you are willing to explore, even when it feels uncertain. Part 6. Letting go of your old identity. You cannot step into a new life while holding on to your old self. This is one of the most difficult truths to accept, but also one of the most powerful. Many people say they want change. They say they want success, confidence, growth, and a better future. But at the same time, they continue holding on to the same habits, the same excuses, and the same beliefs that kept them stuck in the first place. And as a result, nothing truly changes. Your identity is not just who you think you are, it is how you act every day. It is the choices you make, the standards you follow, and the beliefs you carry about yourself. If your identity is built around fear, doubt, and comfort, then your life will reflect those things. But if you want a different life, you must be willing to build a different identity. And that means letting go of the old version of yourself. This process is not easy. Letting go can feel uncomfortable, even painful. It means leaving behind familiar patterns, even if they are holding you back. It means giving up excuses that once felt safe. It means facing the truth about where you are and deciding that you are no longer willing to stay there. But this discomfort is necessary, because growth always requires change, and change always requires letting go. You are not the same person you were yesterday, and you should not want to be. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to grow, to become stronger and more focused, but that only happens when you are willing to release the parts of yourself that no longer serve you. The lazy habits, the negative thinking, the fear of taking risks, these things must be left behind if you want to move forward. Growth requires courage. It requires you to look at yourself honestly and say, I am ready to become someone new. Not someday, not later, but now. It requires you to act like the person you want to become, even before you fully feel like that person. Because identity is not something you wait for. It is something you build through consistent action. And when the moment of change arrives, your new identity will be your greatest strength. While others struggle to adjust, you will already be aligned with the life you are stepping into. You will not feel like an outsider in your own success. You will feel ready for it. Because in the end, it is not just your life that needs to change. It is you. And once you change, everything else will follow. Part 7. The role of pain in transformation. Pain is not your enemy. Many people spend their entire lives trying to avoid it, running from uncomfortable situations, difficult emotions, and challenging experiences. They see pain as something to escape from, a sign that life is unfair, or a signal that they are failing. But pain is not a punishment. It is a teacher. It is one of the most powerful tools for growth, transformation, and building strength. Every struggle you have endured, every obstacle you have faced, every moment of discomfort has been quietly preparing you for something greater. Without it, you would never develop the resilience, discipline, and courage required to handle the life-changing moments that are coming. Every failure you have experienced, every rejection, every loss has shaped you in ways you might not even notice. These experiences stretch your limits, test your patience, and push you to find solutions you didn't know you were capable of. When you embrace pain instead of avoiding it, you begin to see it as a teacher rather than an enemy. It shows you where your weaknesses are and where your strengths lie. It pushes you to grow in areas that comfort and ease never could. Pain is a signal that you are moving forward, that you are leaving behind the safety of the familiar and stepping into a place of growth. When everything changes suddenly, it is often because you have reached a level of strength that can handle it. Life does not give you challenges you are not ready for. The struggles, the mistakes, and the hardships you face are all part of the preparation. They harden your mind, strengthen your resolve, and prepare your character to handle opportunities, responsibilities, and success that would have been impossible without that pain. The discomfort you feel today is building the foundation for the breakthroughs of tomorrow. So, don't avoid pain. Do not see it as something to fear or escape from. Face it. Learn from it. Use it to build the person you need to become. The strongest, most resilient, most successful people are not those who avoided pain. They are those who embraced it, learned from it, and turned it into fuel for their growth. Pain is temporary, but the strength it builds is permanent. Part 8. Vision, seeing beyond the present. If you cannot see where you are going, you will never get there. Many people wander through life reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. They drift from one day to the next, living for short-term pleasures or reacting to problems as they arise. Without a clear vision, life feels chaotic, uncertain, and directionless. Vision is the compass that guides you through uncertainty, the roadmap that helps you navigate sudden change, and the light that allows you to see opportunities before others do. Creating a vision for your life is not just imagining a vague dream. It is clearly defining the life you want to live. Visualize it in detail. See yourself in that life. Feel it emotionally. Imagine the actions you are taking, the habits you have, the people you are surrounded by, and the success you are experiencing. Believe it in your mind as if it is already real. Living in your vision mentally prepares you for the life you are about to step into. It programs your brain to recognize opportunities, make better decisions, and take action that aligns with your future self. A strong vision is especially important when life changes suddenly. Sudden change can feel overwhelming, chaotic, and even frightening. But if you have a clear vision, it acts like a guiding light. It helps you stay focused on the destination instead of getting lost in the confusion. It allows you to see challenges as temporary obstacles rather than permanent roadblocks. Vision turns sudden change from something that feels scary into something that feels purposeful. When you live with vision, every decision, every action, every sacrifice you make aligns with the future you are creating. Vision does not guarantee that the path will be easy, but it guarantees that you will move in the right direction. It transforms uncertainty into clarity, fear into focus, and chaos into strategy. The clearer your vision, the stronger your ability to handle sudden change, and the faster you will reach the life you are meant to live. Part 9. Taking action before you feel ready. Waiting to feel ready is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make in life. Most people think that success or transformation requires the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or a full sense of confidence before taking a step forward. They wait for clarity, motivation, or permission from the world, believing that these conditions must align perfectly before they act. But the truth is, no one ever feels fully ready. The people who truly succeed in life are not those who wait. They are those who act anyway, even when they feel uncertain, afraid, or unprepared. Waiting for readiness is simply a way to postpone your own growth. Life does not pause until you are ready. Opportunities come unexpectedly, challenges appear without warning, and circumstances can shift in an instant. If you spend your time waiting for the perfect moment, that moment may pass without you ever taking advantage of it. Action is the only thing that propels you forward. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to feel confident in every step. You just need to start. Small actions, repeated consistently, compound over time and eventually lead to massive results. Begin today by taking steps, no matter how small, in the direction of your goals. Learn something new, practice a skill, face a fear, or complete a task you have been putting off. Each step builds momentum and prepares you for the bigger challenges that will come. Improve yourself daily, even when the changes seem invisible. Remember that life often changes suddenly. When it does, you will not have the luxury of time to prepare. You will only have the ability to respond, and the quality of your response will depend entirely on the actions you have taken beforehand. Action is the bridge between where you are now and the life you want to live. Waiting for readiness is an illusion. It gives you a false sense of security while time slips away. The reality is that action breeds readiness. The more you move forward, the more confident and capable you become. So stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Start today, in whatever way you can, and trust that the path will become clearer as you walk it. Every decision to act strengthens your ability to respond when life suddenly shifts. Every step forward, no matter how small, is preparing you for the moment when everything changes all at once. Part 10. Building confidence through consistency. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is not a gift given to a lucky few. True confidence is something you build, brick by brick, day by day, through action and self-discipline. Many people believe confidence comes from external validation, recognition, or instant success. But this kind of confidence is fragile. It disappears the moment praise or approval fades. Real confidence is earned internally through consistency, perseverance, and the daily practice of keeping your word to yourself. Every time you follow through on a commitment, no matter how small, you build trust in yourself. Each task you complete, each challenge you overcome, each time you push through discomfort instead of giving in, strengthens your inner belief that you are capable. This is the foundation of confidence. It is the quiet knowledge that you can handle what life throws at you, because you have repeatedly proven to yourself that you can. Confidence grows not from occasional victories, but from consistent effort over time. Consistency is the hidden force behind every successful person. It is the repeated action, the daily discipline, and the refusal to quit that create unshakable confidence. When you are consistent, you create habits that support your growth. You develop skills, resilience, and self-reliance. You no longer depend on external circumstances or the mood of the day to act. You simply do what is necessary, every single day. And that reliability becomes your strength, giving you the courage to face unexpected challenges and sudden opportunities. When everything in your life changes suddenly, confidence will determine whether you rise or fall. People with weak confidence hesitate, doubt themselves, and freeze when confronted with new situations. Those who have built confidence through consistent effort respond decisively. They trust themselves, trust their preparation, and trust their ability to adapt. Confidence allows you to move forward with clarity, strength, and focus, even in the face of uncertainty. Ultimately, confidence is not an accident. It is a product of disciplined action, repeated practice, and consistent effort. The more you commit to showing up for yourself, the stronger your confidence becomes. And when sudden change comes, it is this confidence, earned through daily consistency, that will carry you to success, ensuring that you do not falter when the moment arrives. Part 11. Surrounding yourself with growth. Your environment shapes your future far more than you may realize. The people you spend time with, the places you go, and the ideas you are exposed to each day influence your thoughts, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. Many people underestimate this power, thinking that success is purely a result of talent or effort. But the truth is, even the most talented and hardworking individuals struggle when they are surrounded by negativity, doubt, and laziness. On the other hand, when you place yourself in an environment that encourages growth, challenges you to do better, and supports your goals, success becomes almost inevitable. Negativity is contagious. So are doubt and complacency. If you spend your time with people who constantly complain, criticize, or resist change, you will slowly begin to adopt those same patterns, often without noticing. Their mindset seeps into yours, shaping your expectations, your choices, and even your beliefs about what is possible. Over time, this environment becomes a barrier, quietly holding you back from reaching your potential. You may have dreams and aspirations, but if the people around you are not aligned with that vision, it will be difficult to act boldly when opportunities appear. On the other hand, if you intentionally surround yourself with people who think big, act with purpose, and embrace growth, you will rise naturally. Their energy becomes contagious. Their habits inspire you. Their mindset challenges you to reach higher than you could on your own. When change comes, and it always does, your surroundings will either support you or hold you back. The truth is, you cannot outgrow your environment. If you want to elevate your life, you must elevate your circle. This does not mean you abandon relationships easily or disregard loyalty. It means being intentional with where you spend your time and who you allow to influence your thoughts and habits. Seek mentors who have achieved what you aspire to achieve. Spend time with peers who push you to improve. Engage in communities that encourage learning, resilience, and action. The right environment will make your preparation for sudden change easier and more effective, while the wrong environment will make even the most prepared person hesitate. Remember, your environment is not just external. It also includes the media you consume, the messages you allow into your mind, and the mental space you occupy. Protect your focus, nurture your growth, and step into spaces that fuel your ambition. When change arrives suddenly, the right environment will amplify your readiness, sharpen your decision-making, and give you the momentum to seize opportunities others miss. The people and influences around you are your silent partners in success. Choose them wisely. Part 12. The moment everything changes. There will come a day when everything in your life shifts. It may arrive unexpectedly, a sudden opportunity, a critical decision, a profound realization, or a chance you never imagined. And when it happens, it often happens fast. Life moves quickly in these moments, and the pace can be overwhelming if you are not prepared. There will be no time for hesitation, overthinking, or second-guessing yourself. The moment demands action, decisiveness, and confidence. And how you respond in that moment will determine whether you rise or falter. This is why preparation is everything. The small choices you make daily, the discipline you practice, the mental toughness you build, the consistency you maintain, and the environment you surround yourself with, they all converge in this critical moment. If you have trained yourself, if you have strengthened your mind, if you have built your skills and habits, you will not freeze. You will move forward with clarity, purpose, and confidence. You will recognize the opportunity, act decisively, and harness the sudden change to propel yourself to a higher level of success. But for those who have neglected preparation, the moment can feel terrifying. The opportunity that others embrace with excitement may seem confusing or intimidating. Doubt creeps in. Fear takes over. They hesitate, overthink, or step backward instead of forward, and as a result, the moment passes. Life moves on, and the opportunity that could have changed everything is lost. The truth is that the power of sudden change lies not in the event itself, but in your readiness to respond. Those who act decisively are not luckier, they are simply prepared. They have spent years building mental strength, refining their skills, cultivating discipline, and living with purpose. And because of this, when the moment arrives, they do not question themselves, they simply act. So understand this: preparation is not a temporary activity. It is a daily commitment to becoming the person who can handle extraordinary circumstances. One day, everything will change. And when it does, you will either rise and seize it or hesitate and watch it pass. Your readiness, your mindset, and the work you have invested in yourself will determine which path you take. When the moment comes, there is no time to start preparing. You must already be ready. And if you are, everything will change for you in ways you could never have imagined. Part 13. Becoming the person who is ready. At the end of the day, life does not wait for anyone. Change does not knock politely or ask if you feel ready. Opportunities, challenges, and breakthroughs often arrive unexpectedly, without warning. And when they do, they test not only your skills, but your mindset, your habits, and the strength of your character. This is why it is not enough to hope for change or dream about a better future. You must become the person who is ready to handle it. Waiting passively will get you nowhere. What matters is who you are becoming while you wait. You cannot control the timing of change. You cannot schedule the moment that will transform your life. It may come tomorrow, next week, or years from now. But what you can control is who you are before that moment arrives. Every day is an opportunity to shape your identity, to build the strength, resilience, and skills that will carry you through sudden shifts. This is the essence of readiness, becoming the kind of person who can step into change confidently, decisively, and effectively, no matter how fast it comes. Preparation requires commitment. It requires consistent effort in the areas that matter most. Work on your mindset. Train your thoughts to be strong and positive. Build discipline so that you act even when motivation fades. Take action daily, even when you do not feel ready. And push yourself outside your comfort zone. Embrace challenges, learn from failure, and grow through adversity. Cultivate habits that support your goals. Surround yourself with people who inspire and elevate you, and protect your focus from negativity. Every step you take today adds to the person you are becoming. Becoming ready is not about perfection. It is about persistence. It is about showing up every day, even when results are not immediate, and trusting that your consistent effort is building the foundation for future success. The stronger, wiser, and more disciplined you become, the more capable you are of seizing the opportunities life presents. You are preparing not just for success, but for the unexpected. When everything changes suddenly, it will not be luck, chance, or coincidence that decides your future. It will be the person you have become, the one who has invested in their growth, trained their mind, and built the habits of a winner. That person moves forward confidently while others hesitate. That person turns challenges into advantages, opportunities into achievements, and sudden change into a new beginning. So commit to yourself. Prepare relentlessly. Become the person who does not need luck because they are ready for anything. Because the future belongs to those who are prepared, and your readiness today will define your life tomorrow. When the moment comes, and it will, your transformation will not be accidental. It will be the result of the person you chose to become. Final message: your life can change in a single moment. One decision, one opportunity, one unexpected shift, any of these can alter the course of your entire future. And when that moment arrives, it will feel sudden, overwhelming, and even a little frightening. Many people wait for such moments, hoping that everything will magically fall into place. But the truth is, the moment itself does not define who you are or what you achieve. What truly defines you is how prepared you are when it comes. Preparation is the silent force that determines whether you rise or hesitate, whether you seize the opportunity or let it pass by. This is why your actions today matter more than any moment of luck or chance. Every decision you make, every habit you build, every skill you practice, and every thought you nurture contributes to the person you are becoming. On English Achieve, we talk about building mindset, discipline, consistency, and strength every day, not because it guarantees a perfect life, but because it guarantees that when life changes suddenly, you will be ready. You cannot control when the change will come, but you can control how equipped you are to handle it. So start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Start now. Take the small steps that build the foundation for massive transformation. Because everything is about to change, all at once. And when it does, make sure that you are not just hoping or wishing. You are prepared, capable, and ready to step into the new chapter of your life with confidence, focus, and strength. Your preparation will define your future far more than the moment itself ever could.